The UFC 300 card is nearly upon us. The historic event takes place Saturday at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. A light heavyweight bout between champion Alex Pereira and former champ Jamahal Hill headlines the event. In the evening's co-main event, UFC women's strawweight titleholder Zhang Weili puts her belt on the line against number 1 ranked 115-pounder Yan Xiaonan. Before that fight, BMF champion Justin Gaethje faces ex-UFC featherweight titleholder Max Holloway in a lightweight scrap. The card is stacked and could be one of the most successful events in UFC history. Below we look at the current betting odds for the pay-per-view portion of the UFC 300 card, how those odds have moved, some of the most popular UFC 300 prop bets, and more. UFC 300 takes place on April 13 at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The main card streams on ESPN Plus pay-per-view following prelims on ESPN and early prelims on ESPN Plus. The opening odds for the main event saw light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira open as a -165 betting favorite over former champion Jamahal Hill, who initially checked in as the +130 betting underdog. Those odds have not moved much, as Pereira is currently listed at -135 and Hill at +110. Most of the bets on this fight have come in on the champ, 53%, while the majority of the money, 58%, has been wagered on Hill. The strawweight champ opened as a significant betting favorite over her number 1 ranked opponent, coming in at -375 to Xiaonan's +290. Those odds have seen a fair amount of movement since then. Weili is currently a -550 betting favorite over her foe, who is currently listed at +380. With the odds being what they are in this matchup, bettors are looking at the value Xiaonan presents as 74% of the bets have come in on the challenger, with 76% of the money also on Xiaonan. Before the two real UFC titles are up for grabs on the UFC 300 PPV card, Justin Gaethje puts his symbolic BMF title on the line against former UFC featherweight champ Max Holloway in a 155-pound scrap. Gaethje opened as the -250 betting favorite in this fight, with Holloway's opening odds at +200. Those odds have narrowed since then. Gaethje currently stands at -165, while Holloway is getting +135. 52% of the wagers in this fight have come in on Holloway, while 55% of the money has been bet on the BMF title challenger. The lightweight bout between ex-champ Charles Oliveira and rising star Arman Tsarukyan might determine the next challenger for UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. The odds on this matchup have not moved much at all. Tsarukyan opened at -210. And he is currently listed at -200. Meanwhile, Oliveira opened at +175 and is now listed at +165. As for who bettors are looking at in this one, 77% of the bets have been placed on Oliveira, while 51% of the money has been wagered on the former champion. The opening fight on the UFC pay-per-view card is a middleweight matchup between Nickal and Cody Brundage.